The precise positioning feature of Embrilliance Enthusiast allows you to accurately place your selected stitches into an exact location in your hoop. One of my favorite features of Enthusiast is the precise positioning. When you have a design selected and you have these numbers here, and it works best or simplest for me if you are in metric. So when you're in inches, you can't get as accurate and it's not easy to just simply type a number. So I like to go into millimeters so I can actually type whole numbers. Now, what precise positioning does is there is a left, a right, and a center position for both horizontal and vertical. So if you think of the XY grid that we learned in grammar school, and if your design is centered, if you click on the center horizontal, that should be 0, and the center vertical should be 0. That is this position right here. So our design is centered. So how do I use this when I want to put multiples in a hoop? I use it all the time for various things, but a nice way of playing with this is, say I want to do a few of these across. So I have my design selected and I move him into the upper left quadrant. I know I can put another one in the center here, at the top and at the bottom, and then do the same thing. So I can get 6. So I'm just going to move it as close as I can to the edge. And I look at my precise positioning. Now, the very edge of this left side, if I select the left horizontal here, it says it's at minus 148. Well, my hoop is the 300 by 200. So the furthest left that I can move this is minus 150 because that's half of 300. See how it moved it exactly there? So the left is chosen, minus 150. The top, which is my horizontal or my vertical adjustment, it is set to 97.3. So that's 97.3 millimeters above my 0 line. And I want that to be exactly 100 because that's 200. So if I choose that to enter, that puts my design in the very top corner. Now, if you wanted to be in a little bit at the margin so you can do a little bit of adjustments, you would, if I wanted to be a little bit lower, say only give a 5 millimeter margin, 100 minus 5 is 95, and that would move it down. So that's how the numbers work. So let's put that back at 100 and 150. So now I want to put another one in the center right here. So I'm going to copy and paste. And you see I have it here, and it is currently selected. But I want the center of this, because that's the easiest way for me to put the center of this at that center line. So if I choose my center option, double click on this, type in 0 and hit enter, it moves it and it keeps it still at the very top. So I don't have to change this number again. It just moved it to the center. If I paste in another one and I choose my far right position and I change this to positive 150, there you go. That's selected right there. I can do the same thing for the 3 of them, but it's a lot easier for me to just select all 3, go to copy, paste, and let's look at the bottom position here. So while I have it selected, notice my object pane has the 3 selected. I click on the bottom precise location, and if I type in, let's see, that would be, if that's positive above, so it's negative. So I type in minus 100, hit enter, and it moves it right down to the bottom. So now this is the maximum, most accurate way. That is why these are called precise positioning, because you can adjust this top, the center, or the bottom for each one of your objects so that you get things lined up properly.